A remarkable discovery in Jerusalem has ignited a wave of excitement and curiosity among historians, archaeologists, and religious scholars. For the first time in centuries, researchers have uncovered a burial slab that is believed to have held the body of Jesus Christ after his crucifixion, an event that holds immense significance in both the history of Christianity and the broader narrative of human history. This revelation has the potential to reshape the way we understand the most pivotal moments in religious history. Located within the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, the site where Jesus is believed to have been buried after his death, the discovery offers a glimpse into the events surrounding his death, burial, and subsequent resurrection. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre has been a focal point for Christian pilgrims for centuries, making this discovery not only archaeologically significant but deeply spiritual for millions of Christians around the world. Jesus Christ, whose crucifixion is one of the most enduring images in human history, is regarded as the central figure in Christianity. According to the New Testament accounts, Jesus was crucified in Jerusalem and was buried in a tomb provided by a wealthy follower named Joseph of Arimathea. This tomb, which had been hewn from rock, was said to be situated in a garden near the site of Jesus' crucifixion. For centuries, scholars and theologians have debated the precise location of Jesus' tomb, a matter of great importance for understanding the historical reality of his death and resurrection. The discovery within the Church of the Holy Sepulchre seems to offer new evidence that could settle this debate, providing compelling insights into the events that occurred 2 millennia ago. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is one of the most revered and iconic Christian pilgrimage sites in the world, has long been associated with the burial of Jesus Christ. The site has attracted millions of visitors over the centuries, each pilgrim hoping to connect with the deep spiritual significance of the location. The church was originally built in the 4th century, commissioned by the Roman Emperor Constantine following his conversion to Christianity. After his conversion, Constantine sent his representatives to search for the sites associated with Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection. This search led them to the location of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, where Constantine's men uncovered a tomb carved from limestone, which seemed to fit the biblical descriptions of Jesus' burial site. For years, however, the authenticity of the tomb has been questioned. Skeptics have pointed to alternative locations that could potentially be the true burial site of Jesus. Some have suggested that the Garden Tomb, which was discovered in 1867 and is located outside the city walls of Jerusalem, could be the real resting place of Jesus. Others have proposed the so-called Tomb of the Family of Jesus, a site discovered in 1980 in East Jerusalem, which contained several ossuaries, including one with the inscription Yeshua bar Yosef, or Jesus, son of Joseph. However, the discovery of these ossuaries did not convince most scholars that this was the true tomb of Jesus. The presence of other names on the ossuaries, as well as the fact that this tomb predated Jesus by several centuries, led to the conclusion that it was not the burial place of Jesus of Nazareth. Despite the existence of alternative sites, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre remains the most widely accepted location for Jesus' burial. This acceptance is based on centuries of tradition, early Christian writings, and archaeological findings. The tomb inside the church is a limestone cave, which matches the descriptions found in the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, and Luke. According to these accounts, Jesus' body was placed in a new tomb, which had never been used before. The Gospels also describe a large stone being rolled in front of the tomb's entrance, sealing it shut, and a Roman guard was stationed to protect it. The discovery of the tomb beneath the Church of the Holy Sepulchre matches these details remarkably well. In recent years, archaeological teams have taken a closer look at the tomb, thanks to a restoration project that began in 2016. This project, which was led by experts from the National Technical University of Athens, involved opening the tomb for the first time in centuries. The marble cladding that had sealed the tomb was carefully removed to preserve the structure, allowing archaeologists to examine the cave's interior. The restoration revealed a simple limestone burial cave, which supports the biblical descriptions of the tomb. Researchers collected samples of the materials used in the tomb's construction and began a thorough analysis to determine its age and origins. These findings, which continue to be analyzed, offer the possibility of confirming the tomb as the burial place of Jesus. The discovery of the tomb has sparked a renewed interest in the Shroud of Turin, a centuries-old relic that has long been associated with the burial of Jesus. The shroud, which is believed by many to be the cloth that wrapped Jesus' body after his crucifixion, bears a faint image of a man who appears to have suffered wounds consistent with crucifixion. The shroud has been the subject of intense scientific scrutiny, with various studies attempting to determine its authenticity. Carbon dating tests conducted in the 1980s suggested that the shroud dated to the medieval period, between the 13th and 14th centuries, which raised doubts about its authenticity. However, some researchers argue that the carbon dating results were flawed, citing the possibility of contamination or other factors that may have skewed the results. Recent studies, including those conducted on the bloodstains found on the shroud, have provided new insights into the relic's origins. The bloodstains found on the shroud have been identified as type A blood, which is more commonly found among Jewish populations, reinforcing the possibility that the shroud could indeed be linked to Jesus. Furthermore, pollen samples taken from the fabric of the shroud have shown a direct connection to plants native to the region of Jerusalem, further strengthening the claim that it is a genuine relic from the time of Jesus. These findings have prompted renewed interest in the shroud and its possible connection to the tomb discovered in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The image on the shroud, which some believe to be a miraculous imprint of Jesus's body, has fascinated both scientists and theologians for centuries. Various theories have been proposed to explain the formation of the image, but none have provided a conclusive answer. Some scientists believe the image was created through chemical reactions caused by the decomposition of the body, while others suggest that it may have been formed by intense light or radiation. One theory, proposed by researcher John Jackson, posits that the image was created by vacuum ultraviolet light, which could explain the lack of heat or burning typically associated with such an image. Jackson's theory suggests that the light may have been produced during a miraculous event, possibly related to the resurrection of Jesus. While the shroud's authenticity remains the subject of much debate, its historical and spiritual significance cannot be denied. Over the centuries, the shroud has been a focal point for Christian devotion, inspiring awe and reverence among those who believe it to be the burial cloth of Jesus. The shroud has also played a significant role in religious history, having been displayed to the public numerous times and even relocated for safekeeping during World War II. In 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the Archbishop of Turin allowed people to view the shroud online, providing a sense of connection and solace to Christians around the world during a time of crisis. Whether one views the shroud as a divine relic or a medieval forgery, it remains a powerful symbol of Jesus's death and resurrection. Its presence in the context of the tomb discovered in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre deepens the mystery surrounding the events of Jesus's burial and the legacy that has endured for over 2,000 years. As more discoveries are made, the intersection of faith, history, and science will continue to provoke contemplation, discussion, and spiritual reflection. The continuing investigation of Jesus's tomb, along with the study of the shroud and other relics, promises to offer further insights into the life and death of one of the most significant figures in world history. Whether these discoveries ultimately confirm the traditional account of Jesus's burial or open up new avenues of understanding, they will undoubtedly shape the ongoing conversation about the nature of faith, history, and the human quest for meaning.